Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Akasha bin Muhammad Fauzi, and today I'll be presenting you of my pair assignment, which is Prepaid Permata Sinan Berhad versus Bank Muamalat Malaysia Berhad 2015 CLJ 135. So, for introduction, the case of Prepaid Permata Sdn Berhad versus Bank Muamalat Malaysia Berhad 2015 CLJ 135 highlights key issues in Islamic banking, particularly regarding ethical and Sharia compliant practice. The dispute arose from alleged breaches of contractual and fiduciary duties by the bank, emphasizing the need for transparency and fairness in Islamic financial institutions. The case underscored the dual legal framework in Malaysia, where statutory requirements intersect with Sharia principles. The second one is the fact of the case. The dispute involved Prepaid Permata Sdn Berhad and Bank Muamalat Malaysia Berhad. The plaintiff alleged financial harm due to the bank mismanagement and non-compliance with Sharia principle. Key point includes allegation of negligence, lack of transparency, and breach of contractual obligation, claims of delay in processing, inadequate communication, and failure to act in good faith. The bank defends adherence to Sharia norms and fulfillment of fiduciary duties. Next is the decision of the court. The court ruled in favor of BMMB, citing a lack of evidence against the bank. Key findings: number one is contract were clear, enforceable, and compliant with legal and Sharia principles. Number two is no causal link established between the bank's action and the plaintiff financial losses. And number three is external factors such as market condition likely contributed to the plaintiff challenge. So, the reinforced principle is the importance of contractual integrity and customer accountability. And number two is judiciary roles in balancing statutory and Sharia principles. And the last one is ethical conduct and compliance in Islamic banking.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amal Fitri and I will continue this presentation. I will start with principles related to the case. Okay, as we all know, the case I will talk about is Prepaid Permata Sendirian Berhad the Bank Muamalat Malaysia Berhad BMMB 2015. If we see the case overview, it's focused on Islamic finance law like contractual obligations, Islamic banking practice, and Sharia compliance. Okay, let's move to the key principles related to the case. The first one is contractual obligation. The foundation of Islamic finance, contract must avoid riba, gharar, and haram activities or unethical practice. The second one is free will and consent. This kind of contract require voluntary agreement without coercion and fraud. Court examine whether terms were agreed to freely and transparently. Next is Sharia compliant financing. Bank must ensure use of mechanism like murabaha, ijarah, and mudarabah. Terms must be riba-free, clear, and transparent. This kind of uh, these kinds of term will ensure that the contract is following Sharia compliance. Okay, let's move to the next one, which is justice and fairness. Financial transaction must promote equity and avoid exploitation, and the court will evaluate the fairness of terms and balance of power in the contract. The next is default or breach remedies. Islamic finance avoids punitive measures like riba and preferred remedies like compensation for actual losses, ta'wid, or voluntary waivers, IBRA. And the last principle is disputed resolution, which is consultation with Sharia advisory councils or expert for Sharia compliance. This will ensure ethical and religious values are upheld in decisions. So, to conclude about this kind of principle that used in the case, it highlights the importance of Sharia principle in Islamic banking and emphasizes contractual integrity, fairness, and transparency. Okay, let's move to the last slide, which is conclusion. To conclude our presentation, this case is the landmark decision in Malaysian Islamic banking and finance, highlights the dual legal framework, which is conventional law and Sharia compliance, judiciary's role in balancing Sharia principles with statutory obligations. And like I present just now, the key principle in the case is contractual obligation, mutual consent, and free will, and justice, fairness, ethical remedies, and judiciary's role. Okay, what is the implication for Islamic finance? This case reinforced the needs for transparency, fairness, and ethical conduct in Islamic banking, serve as a reference for legal practitioners and financial institutions. And the last one is strengthen Malaysia's legal framework for Islamic finance. So, final analysis for our report is this case underscored the importance of Sharia compliance and contractual integrity and highlight shared responsibility between bank and customers. I think that's all from us. So, thank you very much to paying attention for our presentation.